Hello and good evening. Welcome to Exam Online Academy. I'll be taking you on AutoCAD tutorials. The last time out, I showed you how to actually change the appearance of your screen, how to change the color of your theme. In this lesson today, we'll be looking at how to draw lines. We'll be looking at how to actually draw lines. So without much ado, I'm going to go to the AutoCAD window. But before, I will plead with you to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and drop your comments. So I move over to the AutoCAD screen right now. So this is my AutoCAD screen. This is my AutoCAD screen. It is displayed in white, actually. And I actually showed in the previous video how to actually change the color from the normal dark color to white. So today we'll be looking at how we can actually draw lines. So first and foremost, we're going to start by our menu bar is displayed, our ribbon is displayed. So we're going to set our units. So I've already taught you in the previous video how to set your unit. So you go ahead to the command window, type UN, choose unit. This is going to be on, we'll leave it as decimal, then we'll change this one to 0. We'll go from inches to unitless. Continue. Every other thing is okay. You click on OK. So right now we've set our unit to unitless. Next, we are going to adjust set our limits. So our limits is going to be, so if we type limits, LIM, click on limits, we are told to specify lower left corner, that will be 0, 0. Press enter. Upper, specify upper right corner. That's what we are told here. We have 12,9, but our upper right hand corner is going to be 150, 100. We type in 150, 100 and press enter. And our limit has been set. So, but I actually want to show the drawing area. So what do? I'm going to use a rectangle tool. I move my cursor up here to the ribbon. Where we have this rectangle, I click on it. So I'm asked to specify first corner point. Our first corner point is going to be 0, 0. That is the lower corner point for our limit. I type that, I press enter. It's actually specify other corner point. Our other corner point is going to be the upper corner point for our limit. The upper right corner point that will specify for our limit, which was 150, 100. So I type 150, 100 and I press enter. And now we have this is our area. This is the limit area bounded by this rectangle. So we're going to be drawing our lines within this area. Our lines will be drawn within this rectangle. So how do you draw lines? When you want to draw lines, you move ahead to the ribbon. Let your ribbon be on the home tab. Currently, we have it on the home tab now. It can change to insert, annotate, but I'm taking it back to the home tab. So why is it on the home tab? The first tool you have there is line. You click on line. I'll look at your command line. It tells you to specify first point. So you pick any point inside this window. inside this window and you click. It now tells you to specify next point, and you move your mouse towards the right hand side to any distance, and when you get to any convenient distance that you like, you click again. Okay, now it's telling me to specify next point, but I actually want my line to end at this point. I don't want to keep on drawing anymore. So what do? I'm going to press the enter key on my keyboard to terminate the drawing, to terminate the command. So I've pressed the enter key, and now the command is terminated. I move my cursor away. So the line has been drawn. This is the line. This is the line. I'm zooming in, making it larger, making it larger. Now I'm zooming out, making it smaller. How do I zoom in? If I want to zoom in, I roll the scroll wheel forward. If I want to zoom out, make it smaller, I roll it backward. So this is a line. Let me draw another one. Okay. So how do you draw the lines? You click on line. You are told to specify first point. You click anywhere on screen. You move. Let me move down this time around. Move towards down. So I come down here. I'm told to specify next point. I click. I'm asked to specify next point again. I can change direction and click. I'm told to specify next point. I click on any point. Specify next point. I click. If I want to terminate the drawing, what do? Because I'm still asked to specify next point. I'm going to press enter on my keyboard, the enter key on my keyboard. And now the drawing is terminated. Okay. So how about, so this is how you draw lines. For the line we've drawn so far, we just freestyle. We didn't specify the length of the line. The length of the line wasn't specified. So how about if we want to draw horizontal lines and vertical lines? If we want a line to be purely horizontal and vertical, how do we do that? So I'll quickly delete this one. So how do I delete? I'm going to click on the lines, click on this, or let me select everything at once. I'm going to press Control and A together. That will select everything I've drawn. Okay, but it also selects my window, my drawing area. So I'm going to deselect the drawing area. How do I select the drawing area? I'm going to hold Shift button down. While holding Shift button, I will click on this one, click on this drawing area to deselect it. Now it is deselected. So only these these lines I've drawn are selected. So I'm going to erase them. How do I erase them? There are various ways. I can right click. When I right click, I'll click on erase. Okay, so that erases that now. Now I want to draw horizontal and vertical lines. So now if I pick the line, I click here. I try to draw a horizontal line. There's no how I can draw a perfect horizontal line or perfect vertical line. There's no way I can do that. But there is a tool that's been provided, which if I turn it on, then I can now conveniently, easily draw horizontal or vertical line, a perfect horizontal or vertical line. So let me click on escape. I click on escape to take away that command, which was already active, the line command. So where do I get that command from? I move my cursor towards the status bar, this area that over here. So the first thing I see is model, grid, snap mode, dynamic mode. This is the area of interest, auto mode. So now auto mode right now is off. It is off. You see auto mode, restrict cursor orthogonally. I click on it, my mouse, with my cursor to turn it on. It's not on now. Now that auto mode is on, I go back to line. And on getting to line, now I am asked to specify first point. I click. I move towards the right. My line is straight now. My line, even when I move my mouse down, my line is not changing direction, it's straight. So I'm asked to specify next point. I specify next point. And I want to terminate, end the drawing here. I press enter on my keyboard and it ends. This is a horizontal line. How about for vertical? The same process. Go back to line, click on line with your cursor, left click. Now come to the drawing area. You click anywhere. It says you specify next point. You go down, then click again. It says you specify next point. We're not interested in specifying next point anymore. We want our drawing to end at this point. So we just press enter and our drawing terminates. So right now, we've drawn a perfect horizontal line and a perfect vertical line. Let me just draw more. Enter. Click here. Click the next point. Enter. Click here. Click here. Click again. Enter. So these are perfectly horizontal line. Whenever you want to draw a horizontal line or a vertical line, you're going to click on auto mode. Auto mode will enable you to get that line that is horizontal or vertical. So all you need to do is just for you to click on auto mode and go to your line and just start to draw, and you will get your line the way you want it to be. Okay. So all along right now, the lines we've drawn, we didn't specify the dimensions of the line. We just freestyle. How about if we want to draw these lines at a specific distance, specific length? What are we going to do? So what are we going to do? How are we going to achieve that? That is what I'll be doing right now. So I'm going to delete this line. So first and foremost, I'm going to select all of them. I press Ctrl A on my keyboard. I don't want this boundary to be selected, this drawing boundary, this rectangle. So I'm going to deselect it. How do I deselect it? I hold Shift key down and I click on the drawing and it is deselected. So these are the things I want to erase. The first time we right click. So let's right click again. When you right click, go down till you see erase. When you see erase, click on that erase. So all those things that we've drawn are now erased. So right now we're going to draw a line, an horizontal line of length 50 units. So how do we do that? Go back to line on your ribbon, click on line. It tells you to specify first point. So just specify any first point on the screen. Okay. It tells you to specify next point. But this time around, we have a particular distance we want 50 units. So we're not going to click. We'll just move in the direction we want our line to move. So on moving a little towards that direction, what do you do to get a line of length 50? Just type 50 on your keyboard and press enter. And you have your line of 50 display. But it's still asking you on the command line, it's still telling you to specify next point. We don't want to specify any next point again. We want the line to terminate at 50. So what do? We press enter again. Pressing enter again terminates the command. And this line, the line we've drawn, the length is 50. So we're going to draw another one of length 100. So the same procedure, go to line, click on line, left click on line, specify first point. That is what you have on your command line. You click anywhere, you move towards the right. Okay, this time around, we're going to make our line length 100. So you move towards the right, towards the direction which you want your line to proceed. I want the line go towards the right. So I move towards the right a little. Next, what do? I type 100 and I press enter. And the line is drawn, but the line has not ended. It's still, the command is still active. It still asks me to specify next point, but I want the command to terminate at this point. So what do? I press enter and the command is no longer active. And this line is length 100. Okay. So how about for, these are horizontal lines. How about for vertical lines? If we want our lines to be vertical, what do? The same process. We'll go back to line. We come over here. We want to draw a line of length 80, a vertical line. It says specify first point. You click anywhere on the screen. Then you move down towards the direction you want your line to proceed. We want our line to be length 80. So we type 80 on our keyboard and we press enter. And the line is drawn. But our line has not terminated. To terminate the line, we press enter again. And our line goes down, actually goes down below the screen. So how do we bring it up? How do we view this line? What do? You can come here. You come here to zoom extent, or this is the navigation bar. So click on that zoom extent. It has now bring everything that we have to the screen. So our line is now showing, everything about our line is showing. So now, this was length 50, this was length 100, this is length 80. How do we actually confirm that these lines are the length that we actually drew? In one of our previous lessons, I taught you how you could use a measure region tool. So we're going to use measure region. You type in measure region, MEA. So measure region comes out. You click on measure region. Then it tells you have distance. We want to measure distance. Length, which is a distance. So you click on distance. It tells us to specify first point. So we come here. It's not aligning. It's not connecting to our line. So what are we going to do for it to connect? For us to be able to measure this distance? We'll come down to the status bar. There is something that is not turned on, which is not allowing this to clip at the end point. So you come back here, move. After this is your auto mode, still move further till you get to this thing that looks like a square. This is called object snap. When you get here, that arrow by the right hand side, click on it. When you click on it, already some things are activated. What we're looking for is endpoint is activated, but click on object snap setting. On clicking on object snap setting, I discovered that the object snap is off. This box is not checked. That is why it wasn't snapping when we're trying to measure. So I click this on and I make sure that this endpoint here is clicked, is checked. I check that box. Once that box is checked, then we can actually right now go and measure, go back to measure. It tells us specify first point. So our first point is here. Now we have this green box appearing, and with endpoints, you click on that endpoint, you move towards the right, to the end of that line. So that endpoints appear. You click again, and now let's check. Here we have distance equals to 50. That means this line is correct. We actually drew a line of 50, length 50. So let's measure this one, whether it's actually 100. So our measure region command is still active. We still have it. So you click on what we want to measure is distance, not radius, not angle. So you click on distance, then go back to this line, to the beginning. So endpoint appears. You click on endpoint, you move towards the right to the end. Till endpoint appears again, you click. So what do you have? Distance is equals to 100. The distance is what? 100. Okay. So you can, if we measure this one, it's still going to give us the same value of 80, which we did when we're drawing it. We drew a line of 80, but I don't want to waste my time measuring that. So I haven't done this now. How do you save your work? I just want to quickly explain how you can actually save your work. For you to save your work, you are going to come up here. You can use this, or you click on file. My cursor is right now on file. You're going to click on file. Now, then, since you are saving for the first time, you're going to click on save as. So you click on save as. This windows appear. Now, where do you want to save? I want to save to my desktop. So I click on desktop. Okay, there are a couple of things on my desktop already. So right now, I want to save to a folder. A folder is like an envelope where all my drawing is going to be. All the drawing I'll be doing in this tutorial, they're going to be in that folder, that envelope. So right now, what do? I come over here to this area where you are seeing my mouse. I right click. Then I go to new. I go to new, up to new folder. Click on new folder. So I'm going to call this AutoCAD tutorials. And I click outside. And it has, then I click to open. It says this folder is open. So you have AutoCAD tutorial here. This is where I'm going to be saving my work right now. So I'm being asked for a file name. So the tutorial today was what? We're trying to learn how to draw lines. So I'm going to call it lines. Let me call it how to draw lines. After that, I click on save. Okay, I click on save and the document is actually saved. I can always retrieve it whenever I want to. And I'm going to show you in the next lesson how to actually retrieve your document that has been saved. So with that, we have actually come to our lesson for today. I hope you actually enjoyed yourself. If you have any comments, please drop them in the comment section. And I would like you to also subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and tell people about this channel. If you have any question, if you want to contact me, you can chat me up on WhatsApp on +234 8038 295185. So bye for now.